Now that we've completed the first section of this assessment, it's really important that we test it. We like to take an iterative approach to testing, meaning that after each section, we publish our application and we test it to see if everything works. Then we can go on to the following section. Trying to test everything at once, you're guaranteed to miss, for example, display logic or particular questions. So first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on the publish button here. And as we can see, we don't have any versions yet. So I'm going to say make new version. So version 12, add a comment. So also is good practice to add a comment. I'm going to say pilot. And then I'm going to click on this publish button here. So this will produce an install code. So this is my install code. I'm going to just copy this for later. And the install code that you will have generated for your own application will undoubtedly be different, so you can just use that one. Before I install the application on BlueStacks, I need to do one more thing. I need to create a mobile worker. So, and also, if you haven't done this yet, it might be possible that you're not allowed to create a new version. So either way, we need to go to users, and then mobile workers. So if you followed the lessons in the previous tutorial or in the previous module, you already have a tester account set up. So I always set up one single tester account to do all of my testing. And this is because it makes it very easy in the dashboard to filter out my tester data. I've seen instances where people create, 5 different tester accounts, maybe because you're working on it with multiple people and you want multiple people to test it out. I think that's a very bad option. Just stick with one tester account and it'll be very easy to get rid of your tester data at a later stage. So how do we go about this? Once we're inside our mobile workers tab here, we go to create mobile worker, username tester or tester, first name, tester, last name, tester, and just give it a simple password because it doesn't matter if people access this account. It's all test data anyway and won't be used for any of your actual results. So for password, let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Create. And there we go. We have our tester set up. Now, the next step is to go to our BlueStacks. So open up your BlueStacks app player. I'm going to click here to open up my applications. And I have Comcare installed already. Now, again, if you followed on from the previous module, you already have an application installed. So first thing we need to do is we need to uninstall this application. If you don't have BlueStacks or you don't have the Comcare application installed on your BlueStacks, again, please go back to the first module and follow the video on downloading and installing BlueStacks. So in order to get rid of our old demo application, let's go to Settings, and then Apps. And here we see our Comcare application. So let's click on our Comcare application. And then I'm just going to click on Clear Data. So this will remove any old applications that are on the device. And then allow us to enter our new application code. So I'm going to go back. And then up here, I can just either go back again or get rid of settings. Again, I'm going to go to my applications. I'm going to go to Comcare. Now, from time to time, you will get these kind of advertisements for taking BlueStacks Premium. And unfortunately, one of the drawbacks of using BlueStacks is you get the occasional ad. But for what we can do with it, it's totally worth it. So let's just press this X. And then we can just press this X as well. And we're back to the Comcare welcome page. So this is within the Comcare application. We're obviously going to click Enter Code. I'm just going to paste the code that I copied from the publish site. So again, if we want to go back to that, here in applications, I can go to my Common Care Basics. And once inside the Common Care Basics application, it immediately brings me to the publish site. And then here I can click on publish. And again, copy this and paste it into here. Then I press start install. You can select this if you want. And it's asking us now to enter our username and password credentials. So tester, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Log in. And it takes us to our home screen. So we have the start button, we have the sync with server button, and then we have our log out button. So we're just going to go ahead and press the start button. And here we see our module, which we named Health Facilities. And then here the application name. So I'm just going to click on the module. And then we see our form, which is still called survey, which we should obviously change the name to reflect the UNHCR Health Facility Assessment. So when we click on it, we first see our label. Notice again that there's nothing we can actually do with this label. We can just read it and then press next. Great. So now it's asking us for our project. So feel free to enter anything. And again, try to check if you can continue without entering anything to make sure your required works. I've gone ahead and entered some data here, and I suggest you do the same. So we have facility name, the camp and settlement, person in charge, the implementing partner's name, the contact person, and then here we have the assessment date. So you can either enter today's dates, which automatically shows up, or if you've entered this information first on paper and are now doing the data entry, you can set it to the date of the actual assessment. Then obviously if you're doing data entry, the image won't be possible, which is why we are allowed to skip it and do it at a later stage. But go ahead and take a picture and see what it looks like. Great, so I'm just going to accept it here. And I've got my picture. And finally, we can record our location using the GPS. So when I press record location, obviously it's going to give me my current location. Bonus points for figuring out where I am. And then we see that this bar up here has turned green, meaning we can submit the form. So when I click on finish, great, it's submitted the form. When it comes to recording your location, BlueStacks has a very cool functionality. First thing you need to do is you need to make your screen a bit smaller. So instead of having it full screen, you need to toggle it so that this sidebar appears. And then here we have a location, a set location option. Right, it's going to open up a new tab with Google Maps. It has search functionality. So we could say, for example, our refugee camp is in Kenya. I click search, Kenya shows up, great. We can zoom in a bit to where we think our refugee camp, our hypothetical refugee camp might be. Then I can click on this button here to set my mock location. And now when I click, my location has been set. Great, so now when we go back, we fill out another form, the location will have changed to where we last set our location to.